Hey YouTube, it's Daniel with another video. Hope everyone's been well, enjoying the new weather that we're having. Hot, humid, and muggy and rainy in some cases here in Toronto. Hope everyone's doing well and, living life. So, it's been quite some time that I've given everyone an update on the Minecraft world, especially after porting it over to the server, or realm, as you call it. So the last video I did was kind of about my friend Steven, who passed away in September 2nd, 2017, who helped do some stuff in this world, and so on and so forth. That being said, my sister's taken quite the addiction to Minecraft and has helped kind of made the world what it should have been, but I didn't have the time to do it, but she's kind of plays more than I do now when she has some free time. So she's been able to change some things. I've been kind of addicted to making fire alarms in Minecraft now. You've been able to see some of my mini clips. So my sister actually has dug up most of the landscape and has made the availability to kind of see tunnels that were kind of underground, and we were able to start making them taller. This is the wooden village. Most of you are pretty familiar with this. This has kind of been cleaned up. A lot of the water's missing and the land's changing, which means plenty of room for building. Thanks to Jen for that. It's a different change, something that I'm not used to, but I can imagine it's going to help for those who want to build in the near future, especially considering we're on the realm now, which is open to whoever wants to join. We can discuss logistics. Just leave me a comment. With my addiction being now making fire alarm circuits in Minecraft, I thought it would have been pretty clever to do a total alarm evacuation for the Minecraft world, much similar to the emergency broadcasting system that Canada has, and I'm assuming the States does as well, that tells you about like natural disasters and Amber Alerts and things like that. I felt that to have buttons on certain sections of the map that you can trigger, and it will allow for an audible to happen. But unfortunately, I've learned something with Minecraft that redstone circuits don't work very well when it comes to chunks. I can show you guys what that looks like. Let me just find the hole. So in the tunnels, I'll give you an example of this. Most tunnels have been widened up, so usually a lot of the older ones were probably like 2 blocks high in terms of height, and this would be like my circuit that I invented. So for the note block, it would have two-phase audio, so it would be like one chime, and then when full evacuation was required, it would have 2 chimes, a second chime. But unfortunately, like I said, the latency and things with Minecraft is not working in my favor. So right here is one of the main control areas of my Minecraft world, and this is just, yeah, it's complicated. I don't even want to get into this. I can give you guys tutorials in the near future, and I was trying many different methods to allow for this to work, and one of the problems that is not working, and like from what I researched, is the chunk selection is not allowing for this to happen. So in theory, this would have been an area that had a push button or a lever to activate the system, and with a command block it would have told you what coordinates would have been that, or particularly, let's say, entrance to brick tunnel from glass house. Unfortunately, that did not work out in my favor, because so if I turn this on, it should allow for a sticky piston with a red stone block to activate the signal, and it only engages because this right here is a line out which goes to one side of this goes towards the glass tunnel here. Oh yeah, also like the world's been cleared, like below grade. We were trying to prepare for that new update that was coming out, which I believe came out yesterday. There's the glass tunnel. Actually, that's the glass tunnel. So I wasted a lot of time on something that I was probably taking a leap on. So watch, as I get closer, it's gonna activate. But you're just gonna get very closer, and you're gonna probably start seeing see, there you go. Now the audible starts. can hear it, right? So all of this is not working correct. Oh, this broke. Let's reset this. Redstone. There you go. So it's sending audio, and what the hell is that hole I made? It's a good thing I discovered this now before I got more deep into it, because this was supposed to stretch out so far into the game, it probably would have failed altogether. And what would make this like more sad is that this would have been so cool if I had to figure out a way to make it work. And it's not even me that's not making this correctly. It's just not. See right here, this would have been that. It would have been a lever. Originally, it would have been the 5-minute timer circuit, but it's not happening, unfortunately. God. So the audio, the audio changer is actually pretty cool. Check this out. Okay, so this is the audio circuit, the tone changer. Watch. So with no power engaged. So that's that. Let's put a. This will technically be controlled by a lever, but okay. There you go. So here's the problem. Assuming whether it was the 5-minute pressure plate circuit or the lever with constant flow of power circuit, here's what happens. So assuming you investigate the situation, everything's under control, and you go turn off the power, if you're not located at that source block, it won't turn off the system. Which means this would work out better in zones versus a whole floor prints of the Minecraft map. See, watch, it's not off, but if I go closer, it will turn off. Watch. Give it a few seconds, and most of that will stop. So that's what kind of makes me upset now, is that there's that latency and that chunk memory. And this tunnel, this tunnel leads right to the white tunnel. We built this. Sea glass was the idea, was that if you were digging and you found a sea glass tunnel, you would know not to continue because you'd potentially be destroying vital redstone circuits for life safety in Minecraft. But unfortunately, that's not the case. And same thing with here. This was a whole another circuit. This one I had to, for the white tunnel, I had to change. Oh yeah, see, this is all open now. For the white tunnel, I had to change the way this one worked. And this one worked with the bells because the tunnels were too small to be able to allow for note blocks, and note blocks cannot be obstructed from the top. So assuming this goes all the way down that path, I'm gonna put a redstone torch here as a redstone torch as an activation. Watch. Boom. Boom. Right? That's the strobes. This is the bells. And they actually run in the center core of the tunnel. Fairly loud. And this runs all the way down. Right? And the bells tone changer. Oh, this one's cool. This is my favorite. Check this out. So, let's still gun. Give it a second. So, let's say it calls for total evacuation. This is constant, but watch. So let's say we turn off this redstone circuit to total evacuation. The bells just get faster. If you activate that circuit again, bells have a limitation. Watch, now it's slower. It's 1 beat per minute or per second, and with the faster circuit, it's like three redstone circuit flashes per second. So unfortunately, wasted a lot of time on this, and I don't have no regrets, because this just means I have room for improvement, and I'm always still learning. Oh, here's another looping circuit for the other end of the redstone glass tunnel, because I realized that certain zones weren't working correctly and things were just not going according to plan, and over here was actually to continue the terracotta tunnel, and I'm grateful that I picked this up sooner than later, because if I had this tested and it failed, I think I would have been pretty upset. So now we're gonna clean everything up. We're gonna remove all this circuits and just build a zone. So what my goal is now is to, anytime we build a new building, we're gonna be doing a fire alarm for each building that has a main tie-in that activates the buildings in the area for complete evacuation, much like your cell phone now, how it all goes off when there's an emergency response needed. So I'm gonna go back to a couple buildings I destroyed. That one video where it was like a gray square that I ran up the stairs to show you how the digital version worked of the fire system, and then there's the analog system one, which is the Home Depot. I can show you that one first, give you guys a quick tour of that. So the analog version, oh yeah, a lot of this has changed. The sponge was helped to absorb most of the water. The roadways are done. My sister's been like killing it. She's just been doing phenomenal stuff with the arenas, changing certain tunnels, making parking lots, and just making the land more user-friendly versus not user-friendly. There's the Frontline Arenas presentation. There's the Resident Evil House gas station. You guys finally got a tour. A lot of new builds came up as well. I have Justin, who joined the realm as well, and he's been doing some interesting things. We got a church going on here. Some like anime thing, McDonald's, Starbucks. Those I'll give you guys tours after. So this is Lewis's Home Depot. This is the bell circuit that you guys got to hear in the tunnel. So you activate it and give it a few seconds, and eventually the redstone will start. The circuit will start. So this ran off of a 5-minute timer circuit, and in here will allow for you to. This would be like an enunciator, like in a front lobby or in the basement, and this is where you get the opportunity to reset the system. And this is the back, and a lot of. It's a very intricate. It's not as complicated as an elevator circuit in Minecraft, but I think it's still pretty complicated in terms of what it requires to make this work. This is the basic version. Unfortunately, like I said, the digital version is I decommissioned it because I wanted to revamp the that wooden village area. That's where we originally built it. This is coming out actually. Lots of changes. Jeez, couldn't even begin to tell you all the changes. It's just a lot of time and effort my sister's put into this, and I'm grateful. Just like the trees are all gone, and the roads are looking more narrow. She has OCD, so she's trying to make things work out great. This is more flush with the land. I'm gonna take you guys to a part of the video where I built my prototype to my fire system. Oh, there's the temple house. And I really should have probably built this where the testing site is, where I built all the New Year's Eve room circuits and stuff. But anyways, so here's the desert. That fill tool has been very grateful to help us with getting this grassy area. Is the kids are also playing the realm from time to time. I'm not sure if they're playing a lot. So having the realm has allowed for a lot of changes, but this is the complicated circuit of like prototype 3 of many, and this is gonna get even bigger, especially because some fire systems actually have direct floor paging. Unfortunately, you can't do like an intercom where you can chat into it in Minecraft, but I can do a direct floor paging and have, either bells or audible note blocks go off on specific floors. So the way this works is this would be a pull station. This is a command block. Command blocks are blocks that you can program to say something. So I'm going to push that. Alarm's going to go off. Pull station by unit 11.7, for example. That is pretty much this. And then to reset it, this would be your resetting thing. And it's just... So this is the 5-minute timer. You can have the one where you use the lever that does the constant flow of power, and then you have to go to the pull station and reset it, much like you probably do in real life. And my favorite one is this. I gotta reset the sprinkler system. But this is the sprinkler system. I won't even get into this. This is another whole complicated thing in itself, but it actually will trip the fire system. Here we go. So I'll just give you a quick example of this working. There you go. And then to reset it. So this will be kind of built in a bigger scale. That one building that I hovered over when I was giving like the 50 subscriber milestone glimpse, I removed that as well because realizing that it's kind of was built in a bad spot and it's not really going to my plan. God, I always go the wrong way. I gotta put direction arrows things. That's one thing I need is directions. Other than that, it's been fun. I don't play as much as I used to. I'm kind of gone, I guess, because maybe I haven't tried survival and I don't really care to try survival. Sorry to the survival community. Minecraft's one of those things where like I have to get very into wanting to build something for you guys, much like the New Year's Eve buildings and things where I'm on a pinch is when I can focus on it a lot. But lately, just building and then unbuilding and then discovering errors and then issues and things not working in my favor, it's boring. You know, like the Redstone fire alarm system circuits, I repeated that for the one building I showed you guys in the video like 8 times, and then we had to keep breaking the building because it wasn't lining up to what I usually get to see daily, and so I got bored of it. And yeah, but like I said, my sister has been a great asset to the team in helping clean this up. Also, my cousin's building, he wanted to call it an escape room. I call it the like death chamber because honestly, it's a room that's going to be really hard. It's something you're going to do in survival. I'm going to have like a command block program to survival. It's kind of like a survival thing, but that's not even anywhere in the works, so stay tuned for that. But all this would be lit and audible if there was a problem, but unfortunately it's just not working, and this is where I probably have to say I've taken Minecraft to the limits, and I really realize that there are probably more crazier circuits than just a fire alarm system or an emergency evacuation system for a Minecraft map. Right? Like people make elevators and flying spaceships and things. But to me, I'm addicted to fire alarms right now. It's kind of fun that I learned it, and I'm more than willing to give you guys tutorials as I build them. But for now, all this will be decommissioned and restored back to its original glory, and then I also will be uploading videos of like before and afters of the world and the changes that's happened to give you guys refreshers. And as always, I try my best to upload as often as I can, but I've been getting creator burnout a lot. Sometimes I ask myself if people are actually enjoying these videos, and it's hard to say. Maybe I'm not engaging with the audience as much, and heck, if you guys want to start a conversation, I know in some of my computer videos people are asking for help, and that's awesome in that sense. But if there's any way I can help you, even if you want me to join you in your world and create one of these ridiculous circuits that I do, if it's survival, just get me the material and I'll build it. If it's creative, I will, build it at your leisure. So, hit me up, and I'm more than willing to, sometimes like outside of the box and get out of this world. It's been since 2014 and I've barely been to other people's maps and put my input into it. And you know, I might not love building buildings, but I definitely could tell you I love doing crazy stuff with the redstone circuits. So stay tuned for those, and that means a lot if you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and try to recommend me to your friends also. Anyways, feel free to leave a comment and I will reply to you when time permits. Daniel out. See you on the next video.